Hi, everybody. It's Anna. Time for the final card in this week's tarot story, and I think it is the perfect card to end on. It is the Ace of Cups reversed. So the Ace is the seed card in the tarot. It's the beginning of something new. We are planting something new in our lives. The cup is connected to the heart and the intuition. So it's about following your heart, connecting with other people, and feeling emotionally fulfilled. So the image shows the cup facing upright, facing the heavens to receive blessing. And there's even a dove coming down carrying a communion wafer, which is a symbol of incarnation. Basically, heaven is coming down to earth and we are there to receive it. Our hearts are ready to receive the new blessing, the new kind of flow of grace into the world. So when this card is upright, it suggests to me we're opening ourselves as a vessel to some new piece of work. It's going to flow from us into the world, which is that outpouring of water. We're so full of grace, it flows over. When the card is reversed, I think it suggests we need to pay attention to making sure we are feeling that grace ourselves. We don't want to think right now about how we're going to bless others, because that's a way of sidestepping the real challenge here, I think, which is if you're trying to offer love to others, you can only offer to others what you fully embraced and integrated yourself. And this trajectory this week, or this tarot story this week, is telling us that we are blocking love. We are causing an imbalance in ourselves because we're seeing ourselves more valuable in creating something. We're trying to earn our love by being productive, being impressive, following expectations, and which is the human principle. It's the masculine principle of spirituality, which is a good principle, right? But it has to be balanced with the feminine. And the feminine principle is about receiving. It's about receiving inspiration, receiving grace, and receiving love, and sitting in that love. Not because you've earned it, but because you're unconditionally loved and supported by the universe, right? So part of the spiritual journey, I'd say the main purpose of the spiritual journey, is expanding more and more as vessels for love. But first of all, we have to allow the love to be true to ourselves, which means we have to figure out where we are blocking it, what belief systems, stories, protections we put up that are not letting us receive love, and starting to release them, dismantling them, so that our hearts are able to expand in the natural way they do to receive more love. So I think this final step is really about looking for where you are blocking love. What are the beliefs, the theories, keeping yourself safe, all of those things, the traumas, the wounds that are keeping you from receiving love? Because receiving love means being vulnerable in the world. That's the reason it's hard to do. It means you're allowing yourself to be loved as you are, and you're leaving your heart open. And if you have trauma, if you have wounds in the past, and your mind has created a system of protection around that will get in the way of what you're able to receive. So we don't want to, the key is not to force the mind to drop its boundaries. The key is to solve the pain points. It's to recognize where the trauma is and bring love into it and release it, so the mind is now free to release that barrier and that boundary. And this is ongoing work. This is the whole point, I think, of the human journey, that we keep learning, we keep finding new places where we're blocking love, and as we find them, we gently release them and we expand, and then we do it again and again. And you do this as long as you're on the planet. You're doing this as long as you're here, and as you do it, every time you do it, you have a greater capacity for magic, a greater capacity for manifestation, and a greater capacity for love. So it's a kind of a journey of expansion. You do this over and over and over again. So in this time around, what is it? What's the release point you need to create, or to examine, or to activate, so that you can become this larger vessel? That's the final question of this tarot story. See you next time. Bye.